Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So we are in a different spot today filming, and that's because I am doing another reading vlog. So I know a couple of you have called me out in the comments about it, and thank you for that. It is time to do another manga reading vlog. So that's what I'm starting today. I have no idea how long this is going to take me in terms of like filming time, but I figured since I ended up finding the first 9 volumes of Goblin Slayer at Disc Replay a couple months ago, I guess it was now, I figured that would be a great place to start. Let's do Goblin Slayer, see how far I can make it through. If I enjoy it, I'll make it through all 9 volumes. If I don't like it, maybe I'll make it 3 in and then give up. I have no idea. We'll just see where it takes us. So that's what we're going to start today, is my manga reading vlog for Goblin Slayer. Actually, what I found out, which was pretty interesting, is that this only has 10 volumes out in the States right now. So I have the first 9. I only need the 10th one in order to be caught up. And so if I do like these as I'm going through it, I will pick up the 10th one. And so I'll be able to read through everything that's been out for Goblin Slayer. But if it turns out that it's not for me, then of course I will not do that and I'll end up getting rid of these. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to start today, is Goblin Slayer. And I am excited to see what this is all about. I know virtually nothing about it. It's going to be like a dungeon crawler RPG, but done in manga form is my assumption. There's a sticker on here, the tag, it says like explicit content. So I'm guessing this will not be for, kids, which is totally fine by me because I'm not a kid, because you didn't know that. But yeah, so let's do it, guys. I'm going to do a manga reading vlog for Goblin Slayer. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That helps me know to do more of these and also helps me get more eyes on my content. So thank you for all of that support. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my Goblin Slayer manga reading vlog. Okay, so my first update here on volume 1 is, wow, they ain't playing around in this one. This is bloody, it's brutal. Like, the first chapter is just nuts. There is a sexual assault in the first chapter, which I wasn't expecting at all. There is just a lot of blood, a lot of nudity, a lot of assault, just brutality. This is going to be quite a ride that I wasn't anticipating, but it's interesting, that's for sure. So, I don't know the main character's name, I guess, but she is this priestess. She's like 15 years old. She's setting off on her first quest, and then she ends up kind of stumbling into this group of 3 who are looking for a priestess to join their party. They are all porcelain level, which is like level 1, essentially. They're going to head into these dungeons or this cave in order to fight some goblins. Well, it turns out that they're not nearly as ready as they think they are, and so just crazy bad things happen. Like, really, really bad things start happening. And so that's where we're at. And then, toward the end of chapter 1, we are introduced to our titular Goblin Slayer. He is a level silver, which is like, basically, they say that silver is the highest level that goes through dungeons still. I guess if you're higher than that, you kind of do bigger and better things. So yeah, I am very intrigued on where this is going to go. Some of the art on this is admittedly a little bit more difficult to decipher. And so, typically, like, I go through these really quickly, as most people would with manga, but some of them, it does take me a little bit more time to really understand what they're trying to, like, the story that they're trying to tell with the art, which is fine. It's just, something to note, I guess. But yeah, this is bloody, brutal, crazy so far. So I am very intrigued on where things are going to go. So my first check in here, just 2 chapters into Goblin Slayer. It's not what I thought it was going to be, and that's not a bad thing by any stretch. So we'll see what else happens in this one. Okay, so we are now like 2 weeks later, which is just ridiculous. This is the worst vlog ever. But anyway, excuse the hat. It's just a lazy Sunday, so I haven't taken a shower yet. But like I said, I'm about 2 weeks now into this vlog, and I've not done a whole lot. So I wanted to update you guys today. And I did finish volume 1 of this manga. And, I ended up giving it like 3.5 out of 5 stars. I don't think it's bad. There's not a whole lot here. There's not a lot of depth. We don't really know what's going on with our Goblin Slayer, our main character. Clearly there's a relationship that's forming between these two. Not romantic relationship necessarily, but a friendship of sorts. And basically they're going to set out together. It's what it feels like at the end of this one. But at the very, very end, this elf pops up and is asking for this Goblin Slayer specifically. And so we know that new characters are going to be introduced introduced into volume 2, which I actually just finished volume 2. So that's why I wanted to update you guys. So with this one, we get a new party. There's an elf. I don't even know what the other characters are. There's one who uses magic, but we have our main human magic user, which is the girl that we were introduced to in the first one here, and then obviously our Goblin Slayer. And so this one, I just wasn't really feeling it, to be honest with you, until the very end. Like, I read the last 2 chapters of this right back to back because I was really trying to, like, intrigued on what was going to happen next. But the party is... They're not dislikable at all. I think they're interesting characters. They have a good, rapport back and forth, I guess. So I enjoy that aspect of it. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again. They're being introduced to goblins and they're slaying them, which, I mean, given the title, I guess I should have guessed that, but, I don't know. So it's okay, but it's not my favorite thing ever. I will admit, though, the end of this has me intrigued, and so I am going to dive into volume 3 here to see if I like it or not. But honestly, if I don't like it by the end of volume 3, this vlog may never go live because I don't know that, you know, I'll finish it. Well, I mean, Frank, I'll probably still put the vlog out eventually, but yeah, I want to go through volume 3 and see what my thoughts are. If it's anything I want to continue at the end, then I will. But if not, I'm okay with kind of DNFing this moving forward and just selling this series here. So we'll see what happens next. I have no idea where it's going to go. The end of this one was awesome. Like I was saying, there was this big fight with this ogre that was really, really fun to read about. But it like sets up, it doesn't really set up anything for the next story or the next volume like the end of volume 1 did. So I have no clue where it's going to go. They're kind of heading back to the village after completing their mission. And so, yeah, we'll see what volume 3 does. It has a really nice cover here, so that's cool. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Not been the best vlog. It's been super long since I started this, but I'm hoping to get through at least the 3rd one here, and maybe it'll pick up a little bit more. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did end up giving Goblin Slayer Volume 2 3 out of 5 stars. I would say that the first one was a little bit better just because it was a little bit more shocking because I didn't know what to expect, so I think that aspect made me like it more. But yeah, I gave Volume 2 3 stars. It probably would have been lower if not for the last 2 chapters. So we'll see what Volume 3 does. So that's where I'm at. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so this is just a terrible reading vlog because this has been so long, like weeks since I checked in last because I hadn't finished this, so I had nothing really to talk about. But finally finished Goblin Slayer Volume 3 today, and I'm going to give it, like, I don't know, 3.5 stars, I guess. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't love this. There's no depth to it whatsoever. We're just watching them kill goblins, pretty much, and that's about it. There is a little bit of character development, but it's so light that it just doesn't grab me at all. This one basically was, the first 2 chapters didn't really grab me, which is why it took me like 2 weeks to get back to it. But then finally with the second half of it, or whatever, chapter 3 on, I guess, so probably the last like 3/4 of it, I did enjoy that part of it because the goblins were coming to attack the Goblin Slayer's farm, his village, whatever it is, and so he gathered all these adventurers and they fought these goblins, and I liked seeing the tactics that he used in order to take down this like goblin lord or goblin shaman or something like that. That was pretty cool. He was like the boss for this volume essentially. And then they had some goblin champions or champion goblins, whatever they were called, which were these big brutes, which I thought looked pretty cool. I wish they would have done more with them. They kind of just brought them in and then they were done. So I don't know. But I liked that aspect of it. But in terms of like wanting to read more, this one didn't really do anything for me for that. It doesn't end on a cliffhanger like the last one does. It doesn't really set up anything leading into volume 4. So I'm going to call this good for now because I just have no desire to really pick up volume 4 and keep going with this. That's why it took me so long to get through volume 3. So Goblin Slayer, it's just not for me. I want more character in there, I guess. This is really more just the action. This I feel like would be really good in an anime, and I know there is an anime for this, so I might check that out. This is, man, at one point in this they had these what they called meat shields, and oh my gosh, just another reminder that this is not for kids. Like, it was really screwed up, but and like, I don't know, it's fun when it's screwed up, right? That's cool, but it just wasn't, I don't know, not enough of that, I guess, and not enough character to make me want to continue. So I could end the vlog here, but I feel like it's been a terrible vlog. So I'm going to instead pick up another manga that I have been wanting to read since I bought it. And I'm going to do Girls Last Tour, Volume 1 and Volume 2, if I can turn it the right way. So this looks really cool. This is like a post-apocalyptic story. We are following the last two girls on Earth, or something along those lines, in this post-apocalyptic world. And just the art style on this looks amazing. So like, yeah, it's just so cute, and I'm hoping I'll get through this one pretty quickly because I am just really excited about it. So hopefully I'll be able to get through Girls Last Tour pretty easily, and then, you know, through the second one as well. So at least I'll have 5, volumes to talk about in this reading vlog, and hopefully that'll be, I don't know, just a little bit better. We'll see. So Girls Last Tour, I'm excited about, so I'm going to go give this one a read and see if I liked it better than Goblin Slayer. Okay, so I have just got done filming another video over here, so I figured this would be a good excuse to use for this vlog. But anyway, I just finished Girls Last Tour, and I did this one in one day. Like, I really enjoyed this, which is what I was hoping. But even though I figured I would probably like it given what it's about, it still wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Like, it's a light story. Like, there's nothing too deep here, but I really feel like it has so much more to give. Like, I really think this is going in places that I'm going to enjoy, but it's going to take its time getting there. In this first volume, we are following Chito and Yuri, and I could be butchering those names, but they are these two friends, I'm guessing. I don't even know what the relationship really is, but they're friends who are basically trying to survive day to day in this post-apocalyptic world. And they are literally just like traveling from place to place. Eventually, as the graphic novel or this manga hits its end, they see something off in the distance that they want to travel towards. And so that's kind of what propels it into the next story. But like, it doesn't do a lot to really like establish this world at all, other than like how these characters interact with it. It does nothing to establish their relationship in terms of how they met, if they're sisters, if they're friends. Like, it doesn't really go into that at all, but still, I just liked their interactions together. And so reading about them was just a lot of fun. I liked the like situations that they ended up getting themselves into. I'll show some of the artwork here from the beginning. It's very cute art, and it says that it's for teens on here, but like, this is nothing. Coming from Goblin Slayer, like, this is nothing compared to Goblin Slayer. So I don't even know really why it's for teens. But yeah, this is just, it's well done. It's well drawn. It's easy to make out what's going on, which was something I was having an issue with in Goblin Slayer. This is just a good story that I am very excited to continue. So I am going to read Volume 2. Volume 3 I don't own. And honestly, I'm thinking about doing the rest of this digitally because it is like super cheap. So this one, as you can see, is actually $15. These two are the only $15 manga I've purchased so far. Typically, I like to stick to the $10 ones. Better yet, I like it used. But the ones that I do have are typically $10. I think there's a couple that are the $12 or $13 mark. But this one was more expensive, but it just sounded like something I would like. And I'm really glad that I followed that because this definitely is something I'm enjoying. So very intrigued to see where it's going to go. Like, it's nothing that is like, man, what's going to happen next? Like at the end of Goblin Slayer Volume 1, they introduce this new character or whatever. And then it's like, oh, how are they going to be a part of this? Here, they just look off in the distance and say, oh, I wonder what's there. Let's go find out. And that's where we're going to pick up with Volume 2. But still, like, I need to know what's there. Like, I'm very intrigued. This world just has so much a possibility, so many like opportunities for really cool things to happen, including for it to get a lot darker and deeper. So I am really liking this one. Very happy I picked it up, and I cannot wait to move on to Volume 2, which is probably where I will wrap up this vlog, which I've realized that like this is the worst vlog ever because you guys haven't seen me shopping for manga, haven't been out and about at all. I've always been here at my house, so I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully this is okay with you guys, but we'll see. Anyway, let me check out for now, and then I'll let you know what my thoughts were on the second volume of Girls Last Tour. in an effort to try to break up the monotony of me just... Okay. So in an effort of trying to break up the monotony of me just simply talking about the manga I've been reading in this vlog, which is a sorry excuse for a vlog, I figured I would go out, see what I could find out in the wild. And so I went to Second and Charles and tried to find some things there, but they just have so much manga. It is insane, but nothing that I was really looking for, nothing that really stood out to me. Most of their manga is new. And when I go to Second and Charles, I'm looking for used items because their new prices are the same I could get at Barnes & Noble, except I get 10% off at Barnes & Noble where I don't at Second and Charles. So I didn't end up picking anything up manga related from Second and Charles. I went there yesterday, but today I ended up going back to Disc Replay and I found some really interesting things. Well, I found some interesting things. One of those is manga, but I'm just going to show these real fast. I found American Made in 4K. It marked at $7.99, was only $5, so that was great, or $6. And then I found Batman Beyond season 1, 2, and 3. So the entire series of this on DVD for $15. I know it's on Blu-ray, but it's like over twice the price. So I figured I would just get the DVDs. But anyway, those will be in my normal media pickups. But what I want to talk about today is my manga haul because I found something that looks really cool. Never heard of it before. Written by Sake Asuno. This is called Future Diary. So this is volume 1 of Future Diary. I did find volume 2 and volume 3. So unfortunately, I think they were missing like volumes 4 and 5, but they did have 6 through maybe like 12. So I don't know. Clearly it's a long running series, but yeah, this just sounds really cool. It's rated older teen, so age 16 plus. It's a mystery series according to the back here. As you can see on the back, it's a mystery. Where does it say it? Right there. But it looks like it's like a horror also, because look at the cover. It looks very horror-esque. But basically what this is, I guess, is our main character is, like, he keeps a diary on his, he or her. Okay, my phone keeps falling because I haven't done this in so long. I don't have it, like, stuck on there well. Anyway, Future Diary, what this is about is our main character. I don't know if it's a male main character or a female main character, but they end up keeping a diary on their cell phone. And they discover that this cell phone can actually predict the future. And so it's going to pick up from there. It sounds really interesting. It says, now a vicious game of survival is about to begin among 12 future diary holders with the winner crowned god of a new world. Like, that just sounds insane. I don't know. It says it's a chilling masterpiece. You can see all these were $5 on the back there, except because I did buy more than 5 items, I got one free. It's buy 5, get one free always. So even less if you divide that free $5 up amongst all of these. So yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. I am really excited to see what this is about. These are all in like mint condition, which is awesome. Typically when I buy manga from Disc Replay, it tends to be in really good shape. So yeah, very happy that I was able to find this. And at least I have some other clip in here other than me reading. But yeah, so I'm hoping to wrap up Girls Last Tour. Really enjoying that. So I'm going to hope to wrap that up here soon. And I can wrap this vlog up. But yeah, that is what I ended up picking up today while I was out media hunting.
All right, back home now, and honestly, I did try to go to Barnes & Noble because they have a 50% off all hardcover book sale going on, and there are some manga that I have in hardcover, but obviously most of it is paperback, but nothing. I could find nothing, manga or otherwise, so that was really disappointing. But anyway, I came home and finished Girls Last Tour Volume 2. So this one it's really good. It's just like the first one. It, in fact, follows very similar beats. The girls are going from point A to point B, or I guess from this in this one, point B to point C, and they end up meeting someone along the way, just like in the first volume, and they have an interaction, and then it seems like they're just going to go on their way from there. And so I think this is kind of what this whole series is going to be. You're going to learn more about the world in each volume. You're going to learn more about these girls in each volume, and it's just going to keep on going, like until it ends, I guess, and you found out everything you need to know about this universe. But it's just charming. It's really cute. I enjoy the heck out of it. The characters are really good. They are growing on me even more as the story progresses, which I liked them in the first volume, so I like them even more this time around. The other characters that we meet along the way have both been really good, both with like different different goals, I guess, but both very similar feeling. And so that's why both volumes felt very similar. But that's not a bad thing, because it's like, you know, we started here and we're kind of working our way up through this universe that they've created, or this world, this city, I guess. And I think we're going to keep going until eventually we'll get to the top, is my thought. But I like this series a lot, and I really hope to continue this. So I did just get a Kindle for Christmas this year, so I will probably end up doing this in the digital form, just because it's so much cheaper. Like each of these books is $15. I think I talked about that already, whereas it's like half that on the Kindle store. So I will likely continue this, but I'll probably do it that way. But yeah, like this is such a cute, good story. It's not, again, like I said last time, it's not what I expected necessarily, but that's not a bad thing in this instance. Like, it does it well. It definitely is that post-apocalyptic feel. We are following just these two girls as they're trying to survive. I think there's a quote in like the back of one of these that is like, you know, basically just they exist simply to survive. Like, that's what they do every day, is try to figure out how to live that day. And it's just interesting. I don't know. It's a very well-written, entertaining story that is super easy to read. It's almost light, which you wouldn't really expect it to be light when you're talking about this type of story, but it is, and I thoroughly enjoy this. So definitely continuing this. I ended up giving both of these 4 stars out of 5, and yeah, I'm very happy with that rating. I think that's very fair. So we're gonna wrap this vlog up and give a reminder here. So we did do the first 3 volumes of Goblin Slayer. I gave this one 3.5 stars. I gave volume, wherever it is here, volume 2 3 stars, and then volume 3 3.5 stars, and then, like I said, Girls Last Tour I gave both 5 stars. So while I definitely enjoyed Girls Last Tour over Goblin Slayer, they're not even comparable. So that's the only reason I'm comparing them, is because I happen to read them both in this vlog. But other than that, they are not related to each other in any way, shape, or form. Different audiences. One is one that could be read by like teens. Another one would definitely be older teens or adults. So I don't know. They're not comparable in the least, but I definitely enjoyed Girls Last Tour and want to continue that. I do have volumes 4 through 9 of Goblin Slayer, but I have almost zero interest in continuing that series, so much so that I will probably end up selling that off, just because I don't need it. So it should go to somebody that actually is interested in checking that series out. So that is my second manga reading vlog. This one took me like, I don't even know, was it 2 full months almost to film this? But whatever, it is what it is. I just wasn't excited about Goblin Slayer, so it took me a long time to get through those. But yeah, I'm really happy I decided to add Girls Last Tour at the last second, because that was super enjoyable, and I'm really looking forward to continuing that one. But let me know down in the comments below, have you guys read either of these? And if you have, what were your thoughts on them? I asked that you would keep them spoiler free, just in case other people are scrolling through the comments. I don't want the story ruined for them if they're interested, but I would love to hear what your spoiler free thoughts were on Goblin Slayer and Girls Last Tour. And frankly, Goblin Slayer has like over a 4.5, I think, on Goodreads. Like, people love this series, so I am very clearly in the minority, but it just wasn't for me. Let me know if there's like, hey, read one more volume of Goblin Slayer, because the next volume's fantastic. Like, if that's the case, let me know. I have it, so I'll give it a shot. But otherwise, I think I'm going to end up trading that one away. But yeah, that is going to do it for my second ever manga reading vlog. I know this one wasn't nearly as exciting. Like, I needed to do more things outside of just talking about what I was reading, but it is what it is. I will hopefully do a better one here in the upcoming year, 2022, but we'll see. I don't know what that one will be about and when I'll do it, but hopefully I will get to it. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today. If you guys did enjoy this vlog, please give this a like down below. That really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk manga, I talk all things media, be it manga, books, video games, graphic novels, movies. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some manga today. I'll catch you next time.